Greetings everybody, so we're there again and we are going to check out what's going on in the news, my people. And I come across this where Donald Trump say he will have the honor of taking Cuba. Yeah man, my people, and you know we live right here, so what that mean for we as Jamaican, my people, we live so close, and you know we can turn at a point in Jamaica and see Cuba. It is something else, my people. And I hope we're not on the agenda, but Donald Trump stated in an interview that, you know, the Cuban leader, I remember his name, but he's not going on good, and I guess they're not friends. So he decided he want to take over the island and do whatever he want to do with it. That is insane. That is crazy to say. And the Cuban government, our leader, I should say, currently, responded. And you know what he responded and say? If USA try to force anything, they're gonna retaliate. So it's a war. Eventually it's gonna be a war. Like, we can expect bombs to be dropping on Cuba anytime. Like, oh, this is gonna be crazy. We're gonna be able to stand in Jamaica and see them bombs dropping right next to us. That's crazy. We hope it doesn't go that far. I hope there is some other way out. Like, there's some deals I heard they're talking about, but I think Donald Trump don't want to work with the current president over there because they say he's not capable for the job. So they want to get him out. Like, literally, they want to get him out before any contract can sign and all that. And there's a lot going on. But let's hear from Donald Trump what he has to say, and let's take their opinion.
I've been hearing about the United States and Cuba. When will the United States do it? I do believe I'll be having the honor of taking Cuba.
No way.
That's a big honor.
Taking Cuba.
Taking Cuba in some form, yeah. Taking Cuba. I mean, whether I free it, take it, I think I could do anything I want with it. You want to know?
Damn, bro.
A very weakened nation right now.
Bro, I hope you don't take Jamaica too, bro. Like, come on. Damn, bro. That's crazy
Soon
to
after
say.
those remarks, the New York Times reported the Trump administration is seeking to push Cuba's current president from power.
Yeah, that's what they want to do.
People familiar with the talks. As the Times notes, the removal would be largely seen as a symbolic move, since Cuba's president is widely considered a figurehead who lacks true political or economic control. The Cuban government declined to comment on the reporting. So, Caddy, a couple things here. First of all, I reported months.
He actually did respond, but we're going to get to that shortly. Let's continue watching.
Or so back that Trump was really looking at his foreign policy legacy as toppling three regimes: Venezuela, Iran, and then Cuba. And then we have President Trump's remarks yesterday. I mean, they're worth repeating. He says, quote, "I'd have the honor of taking Cuba." And then when pressed, he said, well, free it, take it, doesn't really matter. That's an extraordinary sentiment from a president of the United States about a sovereign nation.
Well, particularly when that president of the United States is embroiled in a war that he's finding it difficult to go out of, and that seems to be causing him several headaches. I mean, to still have his eye on Cuba and what he might do in Cuba, and this reporting that what he's thinking of doing is getting rid of the current president, Diaz-Canel, but not necessarily indicting any of the Castros. It sounds like it would just be a sort of figurehead move. And I know that he has said to allies that what he would like to do before he leaves office is not just get rid of those leaders, but actually visit Iran, Cuba, and Venezuela, as kind of putting his metaphysical, if you like, stamp of approval on those countries. But what I find startling is that he is still saying that whilst we are still focused on Iran. I don't know if that is a distraction. I don't know if he still thinks he's going to do that, if he thinks that the cut-off of the energy just makes it easy for him to do that. And anyway, if this is just a ceremonial move, you move one president and you keep the regime in place, how much does actually change? And how does that go down with his Cuban supporters in Florida, who actually want something much more substantial than just taking out one person and putting another person in there?
Wait, I don't think that's how it works with the international law, bro. Like, there's no way these foreign powers can just come in their country and remove. I'm not deep into politics, but I think that the option should be with the people, you know. If the people love their current president or leader, or if they don't love their leader, or they're not doing the job properly, then they should be the one to choose. I think that's normally how it goes. I'm not sure why he would want to put who he want to put in power. Like, that's crazy. That is ridiculously crazy and strange as hell to me. I don't know about you, but that's strange to me. All right, so we're gonna take a listen to what the Cuban president has to say pertaining to Donald Trump saying he wants to take Cuba. It's gonna get crazy.
In Cuba, power is slowly being restored to the island, but there are warnings that the power grid could fail again. Meantime, the Trump administration says Cuba's president needs to go. And tonight, Cuba's president is responding.
Yes,
Local 10's Ross
sir.
Ketchke live in Washington with the latest for us tonight. Ross?
Yes, sir.
Well, Calvin, the president of Cuba tonight is accusing the United States of trying to take over the island nation by force and says that any aggression from the U.S. will be met with fierce resistance. All this comes after earlier today, Secretary of State Marco Rubio said the only path forward in talks with the government in Havana is for them to commit to significant changes, starting with leadership at the very top.
No way. Now you hear that. So there's another war in the making right there. Because first thing, America don't want to make deal with the current president. And I know for sure that man will not step down. Like, I don't think he will, at least. And if he don't, then Donald Trump is gonna start bombing first, because that's what he's known for. He start bombing, asking question later. That's just how he programs. But yeah, here we go. Another war again. Another war again. Well, we will see how this one goes. Oh man, Donald Trump is a is a real rude boy, you know. He's a real bad man, a rude boy. Yeah man. This man don't come in for, you know, make America great again. This man come in the power to make war, bro. Make war with every nation and every country, and yo, this man is ridiculous.
Cuba right now is in very bad shape.
President Trump again hinting at the potential for major change in Cuba.
We'll be doing something with Cuba very soon.
The President and Secretary of State Marco Rubio discussing the island's worsening energy crisis from the Oval Office after nearly 2 months of a U.S. oil embargo.
That revolution, it's not even a revolution, that thing they have has survived on subsidies from the Soviet Union and now from Venezuela. They don't get subsidies anymore, so they're in a lot of trouble.
The near total blockade of fuel has crippled Cuba's already struggling economy and brought daily life on the island to a near standstill. The regime is in talks with the United States amid growing pressure, but Rubio says the only way forward is a change of leadership.
And the people in charge, they don't know how to fix it. So they have to get new people in charge.
On Capitol Hill, leaders from the Pentagon and U.S. Southern Command addressing American posturing in the Caribbean. In the last 3 months, President Trump has leaned into military force after talks broke down with both Venezuela and Iran. With the commander-in-chief again suggesting the U.S. could take Cuba, lawmakers are asking if the island could be next.
Are we preparing to invade Cuba?
Ma'am, I'm not familiar with any plans on Cuba.
They have been going out, you know, they haven't had lights on for a long time.
South Florida Republican Congressman Carlos Jimenez says he does not believe the U.S. will have to directly intervene on the island, but that the president should keep all options on the table. Jimenez says the Cuban people are more motivated than ever to topple the regime.
We're seeing more and more demonstrations. The people are getting braver and braver inside the island. The economic situation for the regime is getting more and more desperate every single day.
Yeah, like I know the economic is not pretty good over there right now because with the outage of the light, I see a lot of chaos going on. Like, see people like protesting, and there are people that are actually creating havoc, like buckling a government facility. I'm not sure if it's a government facility. I could be wrong, but I see a lot of crazy stuff online, and it's the cause of no electricity. But I mean, I'm not sure why it's taking them so long to restore the light, but they're definitely getting there, because the latest news I heard that some places actually started getting back power, and yeah, hopefully they will restore the power pretty quick and things will just get back to normal. But it will never be normal because Donald Trump is definitely gonna wanna take over Cuba, is what he said. You know, and that would be crazy. I hope he's not coming for Jamaica next, bro. I'm gonna have to leave these pretty beaches. I'm telling you, bro. Man, it's getting intensified. It's getting closer to our doorstep as well. Because I'm a Jamaican and I'm pretty concerned about my my country and my neighbors. Cuba is right there next to us, and oh man, we hope that some way somehow they find a way to make a deal and just settle things and do things in order, because that's what I wanted to do. We don't want it to end in bloodshed, hundreds of people losing their life, kids innocent. We just don't want to see. We see it with Iran, we see it with Ukraine. We don't want anymore. We want this to stop. We want peace to reign and prosperity. That's all I got to say. Let me know what you think about what's actually taking place with Cuba and the American, and I'll catch you boys sometime.